I'm going to show you all how I make something called sorrel pepper jelly. So we're using dry sorrel flowers today. I kind of prefer to use the dry sorrel flower versus the fresh ones. I find that the dry one gives you a stronger sorrel taste than the fresh one. So we're going to start with adding some water. And our sorrel petals. We're using Bayleaf, of course hot pepper, cinnamon stick, clove powder, and spice powder, some Chive, some celery, of course our local Chadon Beni, pimento, onion, some garlic, chopped thyme, parsley, some salt, some black pepper, and some white sugar. You can also use brown sugar if you like, but today we're using white sugar. Right, we cover for about 2 minutes just to kind of bring everything up to a boil, and then we lower the heat and allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes just to soften up the petals, and then we go over to the blender and blend the whole mixture. But before we blend, we have to take out the bay leaf and the cinnamon stick. We could re-add it back to the blended sauce after, but we need to take it out before we blend. Now that our jelly, our sorrel, has softened up, the flowers soften up a little bit and it's able to blend now, we cover it, and while covering it, you want to put a cloth over the blender. What has happened sometimes with the heat from the sauce forms a pressure in the blender and it explodes from the time you put it on. So you have to be careful to not get burned. We cover the blender and then we start. So you put in the blender on the lowest. While it is blending, now then we could go ahead and add the cornstarch. At this point, you could uncover it and then splash it. We allow the cornstarch to thicken it up a little bit, and then we can switch off the blender. Pour out in a container and cover and refrigerate.